Hey there guys, it's Pokerbeard, bringing you another episode of Let's Play Pikmin 1. I say Pikmin 1 because as you all know there are sequels. Now last time we started the intro basic tutorial level at the impact site. As you can see there's little stars underneath the picture of the area, which means how many parts are in that area. We can't get that second part until much later in the game. So this time we shall fly around in circles because we are awesome, do a little loop-de-loop and head towards the Forest of Hope, where we have a total of 8 parts to get in this. We can only get certain parts now, obviously because reasons, but we shall get as many parts as I think I can get this time, and then we shall keep going and going to as many parts as we can get. So let's go straight in to the Forest of Hope. And here comes our onion. Plop. My dolphin has returned to the surface, along with the Pikmin's onion. Being alone on this strange planet makes me somewhat uneasy, so I shall call the Pikmin out of the onion. All I need to do is stand underneath the light, or stand in the light beneath the onion, and press A. And this area also gives us a chance to gather more Pikmin, which we will need. Now you can gather more the little number things you can see at the bottom there. The one mostly in the middle is the amount of Pikmin you currently have with you. The next one is the amount of Pikmin you have in the field. And the last one is the amount of Pikmin you have in total. You also have Olimar's health bar, which is kind of redundant at this point. No, I'm just going to steal that. Why not? There we go. You take that back. Come on. Hurry up. So what we'll do is, this wall is a little bit breakable. So we're going to send all our Pikmin onto that, and over there we can see our first enemy. It's like I think it's called a dwarf Bulbar? Bulbar? It's a something. I don't know, I can't remember exactly what it's called, but I mean at the end of the day I'm pretty much useless with names. You can ask most people, but let's just chuck the rest on there. Go on. Yeah, we've got a dwarf insert name here there, but it's not too dangerous, but it can be annoying. But we are going to use this time to get, I think we can get 2 ship parts, if we're lucky. There's one that you can get as standard, you can see that just over there. Ooh, look at that 10-piece there. But oh yeah, there's a big mama right there. Oh, that's going to be a nightmare. But yeah, these little... Oh no, don't eat my Pikmin. No. Stop being mean. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to try and... Okay, there you go. Awesome. Yes, the enemies you defeat in battle can also give you... Okay, they can also give you more Pikmin if you take them to the onion. Now, you can just throw Pikmin on top of them, but if you're not very good at aiming, like I am, and I do mean by that saying I have terrible aim, you can actually just use the C-stick to what we call bum rush. And that will help you get the Pikmin, or get the enemy defeated faster by sending more Pikmin onto the actual enemy you're trying to defeat. Let's just get some Pikmin onto that. Awesome. Right, that's more of these things, but we do need to wait until we get... Oh wait, we can take these guys out. These ain't gonna be much of an issue. Yeah, if you manage to hit them dead on top, it does an immense more amount of damage. So you can actually one-shot these guys if you manage to hit them on the head. I am useless at aiming with the GameCube control mechanism, so I don't think I'll be able to do that, like, ever. Alright, let's just grab these guys as well, because I want Oh wait, we got more Pikmin. I can get more out. Okay. See, it's a little bit annoying having to do this each time, but... Oh yeah, there's the grass. I forgot to mention about that. Now see, that little patch of grass that we just went past there can sometimes hold something rather awesome. Oh, don't throw Pikmin. We want Pikmin. Pikmin are our friends. Is that all of it? Is that... Okay. Pikmin face planted. Lol. Alright, let's just gather the rest of these guys. 49 Pikmin. Alright. Right, so what we're going to do is we are first going to go over here. And we're going to take out the Big Mama. Now, I think it's kind of important to say so people don't have a go at me in the comments. They're not actually related to the smaller ones. I don't know. No! Did you eat any of my Pikmin? No? Good. Don't be a dick. Oh, sorry, I shouldn't. I'm going to have to bleep that out in post. There we go. And then we'll also take this red one, or this big red one too, because why not? Come on, all of you get on it. There we go. Right, and after these guys get back, I can then... I'll tell you what, since we're going to head back that way anyway, let's take these back as well. This will get us even more Pikmin, because I am terrible at Pikmin survival. I've already done a bit of a test play on most of these, and my god, I am absolutely awful. And as you can see, this has given us even more Pikmin now, which is awesome. And obviously, the more, you know, the more... Oh, sorry, I got a bit distracted there. The more Pikmin we have, the faster we can take down enemies. But of course, it does mean we have more control issues. And also, I should have mentioned this from the very beginning. At the very top of the screen, you can see a sun moving across like a long line. That is our clock. It's coming up midday. I've wasted half the day already just talking about things, and I haven't even got the first ship piece I wanted here. So, we now have apparently 77 Pikmin in total, which should be good enough. So we can go get some more ship parts. First off, we shall get all this one. Or we should get all this one. We should get this one. Why is the Eternal Fuel Dynamo? It has an unlimited energy supply. I won't have to worry about saving electricity anymore. This will make my fight for survival a bit easier. Right, so we'll just send all our guys onto this because it requires 40. I want to get it back as soon as possible. There you go. You know what, I've just realised how absent-minded I was. I started talking about the grass and I haven't bloody done it yet. That's a bit annoying. But yeah, 60 Pikmin used to make that go fast. My clock has indicated the coming of noon. From now on, I must pay close attention to the sun meter on my monitor and choose my actions accordingly. So it's best for me to review my monitor's data. And this is just teaching you exactly what I've just said. You know, you've got the sun meter display and the day display. At the bottom, you've got the damage meter, Pikmin gauges from left to right, Pikmin under my command, Pikmin in the field, and total Pikmin, including the ones in the onion. To adjust my monitor, I can press L to rotate the camera, and that's just the perspective thing that you told us about last time. Why are you saying that now? Yeah, we got half the day left, so we should be able to get the last bit that I want. So what we'll do, so we're just going to quickly chuck these guys up here. They're going to carry that back no matter what, so let's just take those back, and it's less for me to deliver later. Damn you. Get back here. And another ship part. You can see that, you should be able to see that popping. Yep, there we go. Plop. Awesome. Eternal Fuel Dynamo. This should light things up. No more candles for me. I now have recovered 2 of 30 parts. If I can just find 3 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. Yes, the way they make it so you unlock levels in this game, as it were, is that if you, or the more ship parts you get, at certain increments, it will give you a new level. Which I can, kind of understand, it's not too bad. It's a bit of a weird way of doing it, but, as you do. Right. You can just mash A to throw Pikmin, and normally it would just go the way you want it to. But I have always found that if you face the wall and you use the control stick to bring the Pikmin closer towards you, you can mash a lot faster. Now, obviously, red Pikmin, as to say obviously, each Pikmin has their own trait. Red Pikmin can't go in water, but Olimar can. So this is where a little trick comes in. I mean, that Big Mum was asleep, so let's just leave her to sleep. What we're going to do is we're going to try and sneak our way around without waking her up. Because if we Pikmin will always take the shortest path back to the mother base. I say the mother base as if, like, Soviet Russia kind of do. Look at that. See, that's what I mean by more Pikmin, more damage. And here we have the shock absorber. This apparatus counteracts the shaking and sway that normally occurs during flight. It's smooth sailing with this in place. Usually. Right, we're just going to steal back some Pikmin from there because I want to carry the ball. Right. I cannot pronounce his name properly. So these guys I will usually refer to as Big Mums. And it's just pushing it out the way. Don't be like that. I've got to try and get hold of this. Okay, and that's all the ones I can use for that. They're taking him back, and these big ones do give you a lot of Pikmin at the end of it. And that would be our second piece, which is pretty decent. And we don't have to pick all the Pikmin, by the way. I'm just doing it because it's a little bit, easier for me to remember them all, instead of me forgetting that I've picked certain Pikmin or I've left some in there and then my maths goes all wrong terribly afterwards. Right, so that's been taken back to the ship. Now, you don't have to pick all the Pikmin, you can just leave some in the ground overnight and they'll be fine. Shock absorber. This nifty little device counteracts the shaking and swaying experienced in typical space flight. I have now recovered 3 of 30 parts. If I can find just 2 more, I should be able to increase my ship's capabilities. We are 1/10 of the way there. But of course it's whether I can actually, do it, because I'm not gonna pretend that I know what I'm doing properly. I mean, I remember this part from a little bit of playtesting, but I'm going to probably need to look up some kind of a guide for this, because I am useless. Unless you guys want to see a proper blind run, then I shall attempt a proper blind run. But what we also want to do is we want to go over here, and then we want to use these guys to go full force onto this. Hopefully we should have enough. Come on. Bloody Larry. I don't even know who Larry is, but that is what that guy's name shall be from now on. Because we've got just a couple of hours left in the day. And we're not going to be able to do this today, I think. That's a bit annoying, but if we can't do it today, we shall do it tomorrow. Actually, you know what, including carry times and stuff like that, we are not going to be able to do this today. So what we shall do is we shall just take a few more of these guys out. Now, if you see any of the little ones near a big one, you can see another onion there. Look at that. But we're not going to have the time to work all that properly. Actually, I don't think... So what I'll do is I'll move this over here. And I shall go wake these guys up. And I shall see if we have enough time to be able to even just get a few of them. And here we have a yellow onion. Now, as I said, each Pikmin has their own particular traits in accordance to colour. Red Pikmin are immune to fire, yellow Pikmin are immune to electricity, and blue Pikmin, who we shall meet later, are immune to water. So this is where the challenge of it all comes in. And it's going to be quite interesting to try and do. The colour is different, but it seems to be a Pikmin nonetheless. First glance suggests this one has what, in some circles, could be considered very large ears. It looks like it may weigh less than the others. In what other ways might it be different from red Pikmin? No matter, they're obviously quite similar, so I shall call this one a Pikmin as well. And so basically, we're just going to do the same thing we did last time, because it doesn't matter if we don't get all of them out into the field. We just need to get them, out really, because doing this will also allow me to show the last little bit I want to try and cover, and that's what happens when you reach 100 Pikmin. Now, oh Christ, okay, there we go, 100 Pikmin. Now, as you've seen, it only, oh Christ, get back down here. As you've seen, it only allowed me to have 100 Pikmin in the field, but then it says 101 in the other counter. That's basically it turning around and saying that I have, that it's more. Okay, hold on. The clock has indicated the approach of sunset. The Pikmin are waiting beneath the dolphin, and onions will probably enter Pikmin waiting beneath the dolphin, and onions will probably enter the onions on their own. If I do not call any stragglers and add them up to my group, they may not be able to get back. I am sure that the Pikmin are still planted are safe, but I am somewhat concerned about leaving Pikmin to fend for themselves in the darkness. Yeah, so the Pikmin that are planted in the ground will be perfectly fine, but the Pikmin that are not planted in the ground, well, as you can probably guess, will not be. Oh yeah, I can't do that, can I? Because I haven't got enough Pikmin in the area. Alright, so we can try and get these last two. We've got all our Pikmin here, I think. Let's just take a look at the... Oh, okay, we don't have a map. You can press Y to enter the map. Okay, that's 97. And that's 100. Fantastic. Okay, we're not going to be able to do like any more today, unfortunately. But tomorrow we shall journey around this area more, gather some more yellow Pikmin because we're going to need them. And I want to get the numbers up because this was just a terrible yellow Pikmin hunt today. I gathered too many reds, I think. Okay, there we go. God, I love that order. It's like a military group. God, I love the baubles at the end. They always sound like they're swearing. So what, I'll edit in a little part for that and I can show you. 2 days since impact, it appears that many of my ship's parts have landed in this region. If I can just recover the parts of my radar, then I should be able to improve. Well, use my radar screen. How that would improve my chances. Then my reading's gone right down the drain. Then I'd only have to press Y to locate my parts. Yes, if I can get the radar, which we should be getting tomorrow, it will allow us to actually locate the parts on the screen and plan accordingly. So with a little bit of extra planning. Hopefully this all works, fingers crossed. But that's all of it for now. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you liked what you see. And until then, I'll see you later. Oop, hold on. Yet there seem to be many hostile life forms here. If I am attacked and spacesuit takes damage, I must return to my ship, press A in front of it, and press A to stand, or A to stand in front of it and press A to make suit repairs. As I explore, I must pay attention to the suit's damage meter in the bottom corner of the screen. Okay, so I'm apparently terrible at endings. I thought that was the last screen, but as you do. Yeah. Until the next time. Yeah, as everything from before. I'll see you later. Bye for now.